When I just graduated college in Oregon, I was homesick, and I had heard this mix by this Japanese DJ, DJ Muro. It was called Hawaiian Breaks, and it's like over an hour of like really rare, obscure Hawaiian, like funk and soul from Hawaii. I heard that, I was like, what? I had no idea what the music was. So because of that, I was like, man, I gotta find out information about what's on this mix. I looked for any information I could find online. It was all in Japanese, so that sparked an idea to create Aloha Got Soul, which initially was a blog, still is a blog, but created it as a resource for English speakers, or just as an English resource for people who are interested in this kind of music. There definitely is a lot of soul and funk from the islands that is not accessible. Most of the time it's like humbling, because their feedback is always so, I guess, grateful. They're always so grateful and so kind. And so intrigued by this young guy who wants to do something with their music, which is now 40 years old. But the process is always just a matter of finding the people who made the music and then gaining their trust in some ways, which was it was harder when I first started doing reissues, when I first started the label side of Aloha Got Soul, because I was almost kind of I was like a nobody, you know what I mean? I didn't have anything to show for it except for a blog.
It wasn't until a few people took a chance with Roger, who other musicians looked up to or were friends with, that they came to Roger, a little more friendly. But I think, to put it into context too, some of these artists made these albums, like, they were just one-offs. They were their side project, or was something they jammed on with their friends. It wasn't meant to be, like, for a lot of them, it wasn't meant to be what was mass-produced for their fans. Their fans preferred the other stuff they did during their heyday.
Each album has its own individual story.
I think that's why there isn't a huge catalog, because they couldn't just produce albums and albums of this kind of music. It was sort of like for themselves, for their friends.
It gives the music a second chance to live an even longer life. I mean, it took 40 years to, say, reach me, and who knows who it'll reach in another 40 years.